guys are so good. Well, you guys, Thanksgiving is coming up, and I was thinking about things that I am thankful for. This is always a great time of year to think about the things that you're grateful for. So I'm wondering, the story that I'm going to be sharing today, they're going to be talking about things that they're grateful for. What are some things that you guys are grateful for?
House.
Food, house, yeah, absolutely. Friends? Pets. Absolutely. Oh, those are all wonderful things to be grateful for. And I'm grateful for all of those things, too. You know, the things that sometimes we just take for granted. You know, having
do you care if we take, I'm sorry, do you care if we take pictures or video?
Oh, no, go ahead.
Okay.
Don't mind at all. Because you know what? I'm taking a video of you guys, too.
Ah.
I have a blog. It's called The Skyping Reading Tutor. And what I do on my blog is I write about my experiences that I have with kids all over the United States. And hopefully it's going to span out into kids from all over the world. One of my favorite things in the world is to show people all the wonderful books that there are out there. I love to motivate kids to read. Anybody in this classroom love to read? Awesome. Well, I'm going to be reading a story today. It's called, has anybody ever heard of the Ready Freddy series before?
Yes. No. Love it.
This one is actually called Thanksgiving Turkey Trouble, and it's part of the Ready Freddy series. It's probably a little bit easier reading level. It's probably one of those vacation kind of books, you know, that you read because they're just so fun to read and they're easy to read. Anybody like to read books that are kind of easy? Awesome. Anybody love to read books that are super, super, duper hard to read? Oh my goodness, you guys are way more into reading hard books than I am. Seriously, I like to read books that are like super duper easy, that I can just breeze through. I can see and I can visualize what's going to happen inside of the book. I absolutely love that. And that's kind of like this book for me. And I am actually going to show you, I'm going to share my screen and show it to you. Let me just pull it up here. All right, now I'm going to share my screen. And here we go. There. So this book is called Ready Freddy and Thanksgiving Turkey Trouble. So you guys ready? Here we go. I'm just going to read the first chapter. It's Let's Give Thanks. So just like we were thinking about things to be thankful for, the kids in this classroom are also going to be doing that as well. I wonder if they came up with the same kinds of answers that you guys came up with. Let's find out. Listen, everyone, said our teacher, Mrs. Whooshy. Thanksgiving is coming up, so I'd like us all to take a minute and think about the things we are thankful for. I'm going to make a list of your suggestions. Chloe's hand shot up. Oh, I know lots of things I'm thankful for. That's wonderful, Chloe. Why don't you tell us about one thing? This should be good, I whispered to my best friend, Robbie. Yeah, Robbie whispered back. I bet she probably is going to say that she's thankful for red nail polish. Chloe, we're waiting, said Mrs. Whooshy. I'm thinking, said Chloe, wrinkling up her nose. It's just so hard to choose only one thing. Max let out a huge sigh. Hey, little Miss Priss, we haven't got all day. Chloe turned and glared at Max. It's not your turn, it's mine, and I was about to say, I am thankful for my really beautiful, expensive dresses when you interrupted me. My other good friend, Jessie, leaned over to me. Is she serious? Oh, she's serious, all right. Mrs. Whooshy stared at Chloe for a moment and then said, yes, well, that's nice, but I was hoping we could think of things that are a bit more personal. Oh, you mean like jewelry? Robbie shook his head. Is she for real? No, Chloe, more like things you can't buy in a store. I don't get it, said Chloe. Of course you don't, Jessie muttered under her breath. I think I might have an idea, Mrs. Whooshy. Great, Jessie. What is it? Family. I am thankful for my family. Excellent. That is exactly the kind of thing I was looking for. And that's just like what you guys said in class. You guys said you're thankful for your family. I feel so lucky to have my mom and my abuela, my grandma, living with me. Mrs. Whooshy wrote the word family at the top of the list. I have one, Robbie said, raising his hand. A home, a place to live. Every time I see a homeless person on the street, I think about how lucky I am that I have a place to sleep at night. Another excellent idea, said Mrs. Whooshy, adding the word home. I'd like each person in the class to add something to our list. Who would like to go next? Food, yelled Max. As usual, he didn't raise his hand. He just blurted out the answer. Thank you, Max. Food is a good suggestion, but you need to remember to raise your hand and not call out. Hey, that's not fair, Chloe whined. You said you didn't want things you can buy in a store. You can buy food in a store. That's true, Chloe, said Mrs. Whooshy, but food is something we cannot live without. Well, I can't live without my expensive dresses, so why can't they go on the list? Mrs. Whooshy let out a big sigh and then called on the next person. Kids made all kinds of suggestions for the list. Nature, friends, pets, and grandparents. That sounds like your class. You guys made those kinds of suggestions as well. My turn was next, and I couldn't think of anything else to say. All of my ideas were already on the list. Freddie, how about you, said Mrs. Whooshy. You haven't given us a word for the list yet. Freddie, you've had a lot of time to think. We're running out of time. Love. The word just slipped out of my mouth before I could stop it. I could hear all the kids snickering. Then Max started singing, Freddie and Jessie sitting in a tree. K-I-S-S-I-N-G. First comes love. Max, that is enough, said Mrs. Whooshy, and she pointed to a chair. Go sit in that chair. You are in time out. Then she turned back to me. I am sorry about that, Freddie. I think that what you said is beautiful. I think we are all thankful for love. I don't even want to think about the world, what the world would be like without love. Nice one, Robbie said. Thanks. Mrs. Whooshy sure liked it. That'll probably put you on her good list. Okay, boys and girls, you all did a great job thinking of things you are grateful for. Now I have a special surprise for you. Ooh, I just love surprises, Chloe squealed, clapping her hands together. Is it a present? Is there one for everybody? No, Chloe, it's not a present, Mrs. Whooshy answered. You could tell she started to get irritated. Oh, said Chloe, disappointed. We're going to do a little play for your parents about the story of Thanksgiving, and we'll also include some of these things we are thankful for. Yay! A play!